Hey Libras, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is your monthly intuitive messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There's a part 2 over on Patreon and Vimeo. Links are below for your convenience. We also have some new website stuff going on. So BOMISpirit.com is getting a whole new makeover right now, and everything for BOMISpirit is on islandturtlemagic.com with a CK. Links are below for your convenience. So on there you'll see profiles for everyone we have at BOMISpirit and all the stuff that they do, all the services they offer, from personal training to astrology services to Reiki to ceremony, all that stuff. So go ahead and check that out if you're curious, okay? All right, Libra, let's get started. So Libra, you just want some peace. You just want peace. You just want things to be cool. You just want things to be okay. That's the biggest thing that was coming through for you. They were also showing me like a mountaintop. Like, I don't know if you're feeling the need to like climb mountains or like literally just find like peace and solitude and alone time and quiet to meditate, to contemplate, to commune, to just recover, what have you. That's the vibe that I'm getting with you, is like, I just want things to be okay. I just want peace. I just want peace. That's what I keep getting with you. And the Native Spirit deck is the one that wanted to work with you today. So we're going to get into that. The links are below for all the decks that I use, by the way. Libra. Yeah, there's a heavy energy with you. It feels heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Libra. I'm feeling it in your gut too. It's like, it's a heavy feeling and it's kind of emotional, but it almost feels like a rock in the stomach is kind of how it's feeling. You could be having some solar stuff. Solar stuff was actually coming up a lot. Solar, sacral, and root stuff was coming up a lot with this new moon. And there were some fixed star activity that also pertains to that as well. But Libra, that's what I'm getting with you. Any messages or insights for Libra? I feel like you want to cry, or someone wants to cry. There's heavy emotion here, Libra. What is up? What's going on? What's going on with you, Libra? Any messages or insights for Libra? Yeah, I feel a good cry coming for you, Libra, if you haven't already. Any messages or insights for Libra? I knew that card was going to come. I should have just called it Eagle Medicine. You are air, and I felt mountaintop. You want to be from that bird's eye view. You want to be able to look at things from a bigger perspective. How can we find peace in this? That's what I'm getting with you, Libra. How can I have peace in this situation, in this job, in this relationship, whatever it is that you're wanting peace from? You understand what I'm trying to say? Whatever context this is for you, where you want peace, this is you wanting, again, that bird's eye perspective of how to attain it. The eagle can see everything. The eagle can fly the highest. It can see the farthest. It has that divine wisdom to see how everything works and how to navigate it. That is eagle medicine. That's why it's coming up for you. Interesting. We have elder at the bottom too. You could be having some ancestral stuff coming up to you, where ancestors are contacting you. Or you're getting some interesting dreams, downloads, if you will. But I'm feeling ancestral energy like reaching out to you. Any other messages or insights for Libra? Let's see here. Oh, Libra, this is heavy. Interesting too, the juxtaposition of the colors of the white and the dark, the white and the black, the night and the day. Very interesting polarities coming up here for you. Polarity could be also a thing for you right now as well. Sweat Lodge is clearing. Sweat Lodge is detox, purifying, emotional purge, and catharsis. It's interesting because I kept feeling so much emotion with you, Libra, and I feel like there's this fixation of, I just want peace. I just want things to be okay. I just want resolution. I just want things to be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. But maybe to facilitate that, maybe you need to be at peace. And maybe that's what it's come down to. Maybe you're not at peace. Is something making you not at peace, Libra? Is there something emotional going on that you don't feel at peace about within yourself? Maybe you can't experience peace because within yourself, you're not at peace. Just saying. Just saying. It could come down to that for some of you. But Sweat Lodge comes out when something needs to be purified, detoxed, cathartically released. That's what happens when this card comes out. And you need to see, and it's almost like you need to discern that, you need to see that, you need to accept that. So if you want peace, you got to get into that sweat lodge energy. Okay? Let's see what else wants to come out for my Libras. Anything else for Libra? Elder. Excuse me. Coming out again. Wow. Heavy. This is just so freaking heavy. It's heavy and it's serious. Feels very serious. Elder comes out when literally we're talking about ancestors. We're talking about the elders of families, of communities, the leaders, if you will. This does to me, Libra, feel like, how can, like, as a Libra, how can I be the elder? How can I be the one to make things right? How can I be the one to fix this? Some of you, it's the weight of the responsibility has been having an effect on you. Some of you, it's needing to step into that role for the first time is having an effect on you, and you need to actually prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself and see and discern how to be that, how to step in that role. And are you ready to? Are you ready to have that responsibility? But for those of you where you've been in that role, that I can feel it, the responsibility, it's weighing on you. It's a weight. That's why this all feels so heavy. It's a freaking weight. And the weight wants to be released. The weight wants to be dropped. The pressure you have as an elder, as a leader, as a mother, a father, a grandfather, a grandmother, a patriarch, a matriarch, whatever, a boss, even a healer maybe, because a lot of mystics are watching me, right? It's time to relieve yourself of the weight of it, the emotional weight of it as well. Some of you, it's just pressure you put on yourself. And if it's high, it's about high in time, you actually step into this role, prepare. This is about preparing for that. Cancer had something very similar too. So if you have Cancer in your chart, that could, I'd watch that. Because I think literally theirs was new baby elder. Like literally, I think that's what theirs was. Overall, we have grandfather sky. Oh, and look, medicine man, medicine woman with flowing river underneath that. So again, drop the weight. Drop the weight of the responsibility you've been carrying, the emotional weight, the thing, like what you put on yourself. And some of you, it's about the needing to prepare to step up. Okay. This is an intense read, Libra. Grandfather Sky speaks to limitlessness. Also has some galactic energies in there too. But it's about the limitlessness of self and consciousness and awareness so you can grow and expand. This card comes out when it's like time to freaking grow and expand. Especially with Medicine Man and Medicine Woman, that can imply a major healing component in here for those who need it. And for my mystics watching, oh yeah, time to step up into Medicine Man, Medicine Woman, elder, leader, healer, etc., etc., etc. Okay. I want to say breathe too. I also want to say breathe. Breathe, Libra, breathe, breathe, breathe. It's okay, breathe. Wow. Such a magical reading so far. Let's go ahead and do the animals. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and then we'll get into part 2 and we'll pull some tarot cards, okay? Any messages or insights for Libra? Any messages or insights for Libra pertaining to this spread? I'm hearing prepare, 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 prepare. Can I get a card for ego medicine, please? Watch Eagle come out. That'd be so funny. Can I get a card for Eagle Medicine? Oh, interesting. Hyena. Wow. Okay, so hyena coming out with Eagle Medicine, Libra, that's definitely implying that you need to see something that you have not been able to see. Okay? Literally. Hyena is the Seven of Swords. It's what's behind the smile of the hyena, what's behind the laugh of the hyena. It could be something dark, it could be something sinister, or just something shadowy, right? That's all it's implying, but it's about seeing the sweat lodge energy. That's what it's about. You need to go into that Eagle Medicine, that bird's eye view, that quiet, that being able to see everything for what it is and see what needs to be detoxed, purged, cathartically released, let go of, or in order to prepare to step up. And for others of you, it's so you can understand the weight you've been carrying around, and some of you, the weight you've been putting on yourself, and you need to drop it. Some of you, this is weight that actually was passed down to you from your ancestors and from your family, and it's time to let that shit go and drop it. Okay? This new moon that we've had, guys, this especially this 11/11 portal is no joke. All right? We like very old stuff begging to be released. And I see that with you here. Again, whether you've placed the responsibility on yourself, burdened yourself, or your ancestors burdened you, or it's time to step up, so you got a clean house. It's one of the three. Okay? Can I get another card for Eagle Medicine? No, they said move on. All right. Can I get a card for Sweat Lodge? It's very fast. Vulture and Unicorn. Clean it up. Vulture is, I love the vulture. I love the vulture. It's so scorpionic. It's basically death magic. Vulture is like the garbage disposal of the ecosystem. They're amazing. They literally go to the dead and decaying things and they eat them. They devour as much as they can, right? It's like they literally are like the cleaning systems of the shit that's left over. It's they're part of the decomposition process of ecosystems. They're amazing. But anyway, that is why Vulture is here with Sweat Lodge. Clean it up. Clean. And then we have Unicorn. Unicorn is actually very similar to the Eagle Medicine card because Unicorn is the third eye. It represents the third eye chakra in this deck. It's, excuse me, sorry, energy. It's the making the impossible possible, like believing in what you can't see. It's etherical energy. It's galactic energy. It also is a little bit of that grandfather sky energy as well too because of that. But it literally is being able to see beyond and have faith and belief and trust and all those things. Clean it up. It's interesting. Leo had something very similar too. Different, but similar. This is to improve your own discernment. Thank you. This is to improve your own discernment and decision-making skills. It's to improve the Eagle Medicine, to clean up that sight. Clean up your skill as a Libra, right? I mean, you're basically the Queen of Swords. She's amazing at discernment, right? All right. Tell me about Elder. Tell me about Elder for Libra. Eagle. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh when this happens. Eagle in this deck is kind of like the World card. Also, this card represents the mastery of air and I believe it's fire as well in this card specifically. But it is like the World card. It's about cycles closing and opening with new lessons embedded in that and clearing away old lessons as well with Elder. Like I said, what I was getting like 3 different things here for all y'all, okay? I was getting a group of you where it's about the stuff that you've taken on and you've been burdened by from your ancestors, like generational stuff, ancestral stuff. Let's clear that karma out. Let's clear that shit out right now. Let's be done with it. Let's be done with it once and for all, right? Others of you, it's how you've burdened yourself and you've placed so much on yourself and needing to learn to not do that, right? In whatever role you've been taking on that is elder-like or managerial-like or leader-like or parent-like or caretaking-like. You understand what I'm saying? Someone who leads or helps other people. And others of you, it's about needing to clean house so you can actually step into this because now it's time. Now it's time to start your experience as the elder or the leader or the mother or the father, grandfather. You understand what I'm getting at? Okay? But that's what Eagle is there. Let's see what else wants to come out for my Libras, and then we'll move on to part 2. Any other messages or insights for my Libras? Okay, we got 3 more cards. On Hyena, we have Zebra. Not what I would have expected. Zebra is a card of authentic self, full expression of self in all of who you are, the good and the bad, the freaky and the not freaky, basically. It's interesting it's coming out like that, especially for those where it's about like moving into that elder energy, that leader energy, that maturation, right? That makes a lot of sense to me because it's about seeing that that is an extension of you, that is part of you. You are capable of that. Freedom. Thank you. For those where it's about a burden, it feels like burden of responsibility is what it feels like to me, that you've been living with, and it's been hard on you, and it's been suppressing you even. It's been like crushing you is kind of how it feels. And it's time to see that about you and to alleviate that for you. And then rabbit and octopus. Not the most fun energy. And this landed on Sweat Lodge with vulture and unicorn. Octopus is like the devil. It's like my devil card. Rabbit in this deck speaks of fear, like hypervigilant sort of energy, like anxious, kind of like on edge, kind of nervous energy. Rabbit is also typically a symbol for fertility and abundance and all the kind. But octopus being here with Sweat Lodge, I mean, it's pretty clear, right? It's like, I feel crushed is what I keep getting with you. It's like the weight of things, whether it was passed down from your ancestors or you've placed it on yourself, or it's just things that need to go because you need to rise. It just feels like a crushing weight, Libra. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like a crushing weight. And it's interesting it's coming out as rabbit because some of you may be expressed through, I'm hearing misuse of energy. Some of you may be expressed that way. Like anxiety, nervousness, hypervigilance, ADD, OCD, like mania. Thank you. They kept saying manic, and I didn't know how to like conjugate that differently. Mania. Is that how you'd say that? I guess that's how you'd say that. Anyway, that's what I'm getting with that. Okay. Especially for those where it's about rising to the occasion. You're just kind of afraid to. You're just kind of afraid to. I get it. Overall, we have Starfish. Starfish for me is like the star card in this deck because it's about the pretty captivating thing that everybody wants. That's what this card literally speaks to. And then we have Mouse, nervous energy. Nervous. This makes you nervous. I can feel it. It makes you nervous, and it also just feels like a weight on you. But it's time, Libra. It's time. Let's go ahead and jump into part 2 where I'm going to pull some tarot cards. And if this is where we depart, you have your homework. Okay? And if you're joining me for part 2, I will see you guys in a second. Bye, Libra.